And today's special program will cover the latest situation on COVID-19 related to the Samut Sakhon seafood market, where a large cluster of up to over 800 cases have been reported so far. And the bad news for today is that according to the CCSA spokesman, Dr. Tawisin Wisnuyotin, 382 new cases of COVID-19 were recorded today. They include 360 migrant workers from Myanmar, 14 local transmissions, and 8 returnees from abroad in state quarantine. Of the 14 local transmissions, 12 are linked to Samut Sakhon's shrimp market. The others are one in Ayutthaya who used to work at a beauty salon in Chiang Mai and a Myanmar migrant worker at a supermarket in Tak province. In addition to this, Dr. Tawisin said the other infections include 8 arrivals from the UK, the United States, United Arab Emirates, Ukraine, Kuwait, and Sudan. The new cases brought the total number of infections in Thailand to 5,289, while the death toll remains at 60. Meanwhile, Chulalongkorn University's virologist Dr. Yongpu Warawan suggested that all foreign migrant workers should be tested to prevent a repeat of Samut Sakhon infection spreading to other provinces. Noting that the surge of hundreds of new COVID-19 cases in the past few days may cause alarm, Dr. Yong said that what is more important than the figures is to contain the infections to limited areas. He cited the case of Singapore, where there are more than 60,000 cases. Most of them were migrant workers living in dormitories. He pointed out that the death toll is only 29 because most of the infected are strong, do not show symptoms, and barely need treatment, adding that the Singaporean government has been successful in preventing the migrant workers from spreading the virus. Likewise, in Thailand's case, Dr. Yong said that since most of the new cases are migrant workers living in their communities, it is important to control their movements to prevent them spreading the disease elsewhere. At the same time, the Disease Control Department Director General Opat Karngwinpong said that Prime Minister General Prayut Chan-o-cha has instructed the Public Health Ministry to draw up guidelines to be used in determining whether individual provinces or the entire country should be locked down. And this is the latest on COVID-19 today.
Yes, and on the COVID-19, like we know that the epicenter of this one is in Samut Sakhon province in the fresh market.
Yes.
Which most of the cases we found so far is the illegal immigrant. And right now they close off the market and they ask all of them to get tested. And just the sheer number of the immigrants that tested positive alone, it's like 700 or 800 now, which is a lot. And a lot of new cases that we got reported, mostly linked to this market.
And we didn't think that we would see big jumps in numbers compared to what happened earlier this year, because this time around we're seeing like hundreds and hundreds of new cases related to the seafood market.
But one thing you have to understand is that they are doing a sweep test.
Yes.
So they test thousands of people. Yesterday they found over 500 people infected, most of them with mild symptoms. Today in the morning, we got reported for 360 cases. In the afternoon, Samut Sakhon governor said they found another 127 positive cases, but most of them have mild symptom or asymptomatic, so no symptom at all. So the hospital, the facilities, medical facilities in the province is still doing well, still able to cope with the patients. And the Dr. Tawisin actually said in the press release, in the press
conference,
in the press conference, he said that there will be more, definitely, because they are testing more people, and because we see in the photos, there's a lot of them get in line, so we will know more every day. So I think he's just trying to make people not panic and just be alarmed.